don't know why I'm writing this, but I feel like I just have to. No one believes me anyway, so maybe putting my story down on paper will help me in some fashion. Fuck. I don't even know where I should begin. I guess I'll give some context. My family has owned a lake house for generations, and I'm talking about for at least 100 years of my family's history can be tied back to this place. The weird part to me, however, is that this was the only house on the lake, but the fact that we never used it was even weirder to me growing up. This fact changed in 2008 during the Great Recession. Times were rough. Both my parents were laid off, leaving us struggling in all financial aspects. So much so that my family had no other choice but to bounce house from the house until finally my dad made the decision to move into the old lake house. This was the first time my older brother and I have even heard of the lake house in our lives. Confused and upset that we would be moving once again, we asked why this is the first time we've ever heard of this house. This question was dodged each and every time we asked. Eventually, we just gave up. Our time there wasn't long, nor was it all that memorable. The only things I did remember from that place was the constant nagging from our parents to stay out of the woods. And every now and then, late at night, I would hear these annoying sirens blasting through the woods. The weirdest part about these sirens is that it was never the same sound. The howling would change each and every time with no real explanation. I remember asking my family about it, and the only real answer I got was that there was a military base nearby, and it was probably just coming from that. Being only 11, I just took that at its face value and let it be. Other than that, there was nothing of note in that short year span we spent in that location. My dad was luckily able to find a new job, and we moved out almost immediately as he got hired. Fast forward 11 years, I just graduated college and was feeling good. I wanted to celebrate, maybe take a trip, but knowing how broke my buddies and I were, I knew that was a no-go. So after a quick group meeting, we decided that the old lake house should be the location for our last college weekend bender. It did take a lot, and I mean a lot of convincing to get my parents to agree, but they let my older brother use the lake house when he graduated, so I was able to twist their arm with that. I was pumped. This was our last hurrah together, and we were planning on making the most of it.